And immediately this boy died there. The spirit of Nachiketa left the body and went to the abode of Yama. So 3 days Nachiketa waited at the door of death, and the Lord of Death did not come. Long, long ago, once upon a time, there was a very pious man. His name is called Vajashrava. He got the name Vajashrava means because his passion was to just feed people. Anytime, day or night, you go to his house, he is going to feed you. Nobody will go hungry. And his son Vajashravas, he wanted to excel his father. His father was only giving food. And his son Vajashravas, when he grew up, he wanted to give everything away. So it got into his head that I should do this. And there is a particular sacrifice, Yagya, which is called Vishwajit Yagya, means victory over the universe. Alexander wanted to win the world. He wanted to possess everything. He went country after country, plundering and looting and taking and having control over everything. But ancient days, victory is when you give. Isn't that a great concept? Acquiring, possessing, you don't win. No emperor has won this world, but those who have given away everything that they have, they won the hearts and minds of people. That's what Buddha did. Lord Buddha gave everything away. What did Adi Shankara do? He didn't have any. He gave away. Giving all that you have away, one does this yagya. Yagya means that ritual, that ceremony which would bring everyone together, which would honor the divine and which is a part of our giving back to the universe from which we have been taking all the time. So this Vishwajit Yagya was done by Vajashravas, the son of Vajashrava. And he was giving away all that, whatever he had in the ceremony. He had an 8-year-old boy, very smart. His name was Nachiketa. So he saw dad giving away everything. You know, children are very smart, more smarter than them. Their parents, their faith is even more greater. And there is such an innocence in them. Children have that innocence. So that his son was running around and watching, observing father, what all he is doing, and he had so much faith. Oh, father is doing all this, such a great job. He's given away everything, all the possession. And he saw father also gave away some cattle, old. He thought, father is giving away these not useful things also. He's not going to get any merit out of this. So young boy thought, this is not going to give my father any good merits. But my father is so possessive of me, he should give me away. So he goes to the father and disturbs him in between and bothers him once, twice, thrice. Father, whom are you going to give me? With so much faith and innocence. And he asked, you have to give everything. Whom are you going to give me? Whom are you going to give me? He said, come on, I'm giving you to death. But he was irritated. He got angry because this boy is coming and pulling him all the time and bothering him. And he is engaged in something very big according to him. So Nachiketa now goes, knowing very well his father said it in anger. That boy says, this is a place where everybody dies. So many have died. And those who are living, they will all be dead. And those who will come in the future will also die. I'll go a little earlier. So 3 days, Nachiketa waited at the door of death. He did not eat anything. He was there. So Lord Yama tested this boy for 3 days and says, let us see how patient he is, worth giving further instruction, further knowledge. And the Lord of Death did not come. And when he found this boy so calm, serene, not an iota of complaint, with serenity, with innocence, he has the patience to wait. And Yama says, I give you the boon, ask me. The first boon he asked, let my father's temper be cooled down. Let him receive me with love when I return back to him. Lord Yama said, yes, okay, that's done. That shows the innocence, how in spite of anger of father, the son did not get angry at the father. And then the natural desire of every life is to get into a place where there is no misery, no sorrow. And what you should do to get to a state where there is only bliss. These instructions were the second boon which was given. Then the Lord of Death taught Nachiketa how to attain heaven. Heaven where there is no misery. Life is heavy when you recognize there is misery. And whenever you recognize misery, you want to get rid of it. You want to go away from it. Otherwise, it's not called misery. It is but natural for every human being to want to be in heaven or want to go to heaven. But how? Death teaches you. Death is not cruel. Death is very compassionate. When he asked the third boon, I want to know what happens when a person dies. Very few people are curious about it. We take life for granted. We take death for granted. We never question what happens after the life. What is death? How it happens? After that, where do we go? We live here as though we have been here forever. In one way it is correct, because your spirit has been here even before the stones and the trees, being on the redwoods, it has been here. Your spirit is so old. First spirit and then matter came. It's not the way we think. First body came and then the spirit. First the spirit entered, then the body got formed. Even in the womb, that's what happened. The spirit is there and the body gets formed. The spirit is not there, body will not be formed. That inquisitiveness is gone. What is death? What is life? There are two sides of the same coin. If you know life thoroughly, you know death. If you know death thoroughly, you know what life is. So this young boy says, I want to know. So Yama says, this doubt hunted even the gods of old, for the secret of death is hard to know. Nachiketa, ask for some other boon and release me from this promise. I'm sorry. Please don't ask this. Release me from this promise. He says, ask anything. I'll give you any boon. But don't ask me the secret of death. The Lord of Death says, you ask anything, I'll give you. You ask for pleasure, you ask for lovely women. So whatever is your desire, you want kingdom, you take kingdom. And whatever is your pleasure, desire, I'll grant you anything you want. And relieve me of this promise. And please don't ask me the secret of death. So Nachiketa, as a true seeker, he says, when I see death is imminent in life, it's unavoidable in life, what do I do with all this? He says, you keep your chariot, you keep your horses, you keep your beautiful woman for yourself. When you are staring at the face, how can I enjoy any of this? And what use this is? They are all momentary. Some people say the life that nobody exists after death, and when death is done, it's done, it's finished. Another says, no, there is life after that. But who else can tell me other than the Lord of Death himself? Experience is the best educator. And you are encountering death. What else can be there more powerful than death itself educating you? And he says, I don't go for anything less than this. It's a rare opportunity. I come in face to face with you. Now you teach me. You have to tell me. So what Yama tells, just before death, what happens? Sense of touch goes away. Then taste goes away. Then smell goes away. These three things goes away. The mind has shrunk already. It carries only the two senses along with it, still active. What is that?